I will try to deliver. All right, the pressure is on. Just like the pressure that the Jays have been facing, of course, they walked away with a massive win last night, keeping their winning streak here in Seattle alive, what they had in the regular season, now carrying over into the postseason just in time. We know that the Mariners took the first two games of this series. The Jays now looking to tie things up in the ALCS tonight. First pitch is at 8:33 p.m. Toronto time. What are we seeing here? Well, the roof is open. That is one thing. So that's a repeat from yesterday. A bright and sunny start to the game is what you can expect. We're watching the Mariners getting in some exercise right now. A little bit later on, we're going to see the Jays doing some serious batting practice. Also hearing from some of the players, some of the management talking to media. One of the first members of the baseball contingent here today to address reporters is Dan Wilson, the manager of the Seattle Mariners, talking about what his players have been dealing with when it comes to Jays pitching in the past. Here's what he has to say.
They put up good at bats, throughout, and last night was no exception. They play hard for 9 innings, even in a one-sided game, and some really good at bats late. So, I think again, what we do as a club offensively is really tells the story and. Good at bats, grind them out at bats, and getting base runners on base, creating a little pressure on the defense, and being able to drive the ball in the gaps. Sometimes it goes out of the ballpark, and we were able to do that last night.
Now, someone who is not going to be on the field tonight, that is Bo Bichette. Of course, we know that he is not in the ALCS, is still dealing with an injury to his left knee after a collision that he experienced at home plate last month in New York. We did see him out on the field this afternoon doing some running drills. We know he's been hitting, that he has been throwing the ball, but it seems to be the running that's the issue right now. Sometimes he's been slow when we've watched him kind of moving throughout the field. Today seemed to be picking up the pace when we saw him at T-Mobile Park not too long ago. So getting some more movement in there. The Jays want to get more wins under their belt. They're looking ahead to the World Series. Would Bo Bichette be eligible to join the team once again if that were to happen? The superstar shortstop just had a stellar season this year. You could expect that the team would like him back in the lineup. But the team excelling right now without him. 13-4, the final score last night. The Jays bats were red hot. 5 home runs is what they managed to bat in. Hopefully they've got some more of that heat left for tonight. Jays fans going to be piling in here later on. There's so many that were out here yesterday. They want to see the Jays make this series 2-2 after the game wraps up later on tonight. Game 5, Andrew and Arda, that is going to take place here in Seattle at 6:08 p.m. Toronto time. So make sure you make a note of that because you don't want to miss a second of that exciting baseball. Max Scherzer, he's got the first pitch for the Jays. He's going to be on the mound, the 41-year-old future Hall of Famer, has plenty of experience in the postseason. We want to see him activate here tonight. Back to you.
Let's keep up that momentum. We're looking
making
forward
that note
to
right
it.
now. Making that note. There was just a note.
Thank you so much for that, Melissa.